and the sky still held the promise. They gathered with uncertain hearts, but heaven breathed upon the humble. Like fire dancing in the darkness, new courage filled the fearful soul. Voices crossed the walls of nations, and love began to make us whole. A broken man beside the pathway rose and walked through faith alone. Not by silver, not by power, but by the mercy heaven showed. Even prisons could not stop it, chains would fall like dust at dawn. Truth kept growing through the struggle, light kept singing through the storm. Beyond the hatred, past the stones and angry cries, there was glory waiting higher. There was peace beyond goodbye. A traveler blinded on the roadside found a new and living way. The one who once was chasing shadows now carried hope from town to town. Soul is common. Heaven's mercy has no wall. What God cleanses, who can silence? Love was always meant for all. So when the road feels unfamiliar and your strength begins to bend, remember winds can move the mountains, and broken stories still can. The same hand reaching through the ages still can lift the weak again, turning ordinary people into voices hope can send. Walk with kindness through the chaos, stand for truth without the pride. Even small acts born in faithfulness can become a rising tide. When fear whispers in the midnight, when the future feels unknown, there's a fire that still is burning, and you never walk alone. The walls were shaking with the praises, even in the deepest night. Two weary souls kept singing freedom, and heaven answered with its light. A jailer trembling in the silence found salvation through their scars. Sometimes hope is born in prisons, sometimes grace arrives through bars. Through every city and division, love kept reaching rich and poor, not controlled by fear or status, not confined behind a door. There were hearts that learned to listen when pride wanted them to fight. Wisdom spoke through humble voices, turning anger into light. The message traveled through the nations, across the sea and crowded lands, not with force or human glory, but through mercy's gentle hands. When storms rose high upon the waters and the future looked unsure, faith became the steady anchor, teaching broken souls endure. Some rejected what was spoken, some were changed forevermore. Still the truth kept moving forward, like a wave upon the shore. There were people chasing idols, trying hard to fill the void, but no treasure made by humans could replace the living Lord. Even in the face of danger, even when the cost was great, they kept walking, kept believing love was stronger still than hate. So if your road feels full of questions, if your strength feels far away, remember how the smallest candle still can overcome the gray. You may never cross an ocean, you may never stand on stages, but your kindness in the ordinary still can echo through the ages. Every act of quiet courage, every truth you choose to live, can become a light for someone who has almost ceased to believe. And the same God moving softly through the chapters long ago still is writing hope in people, still is helping gardens grow. On the road toward distant cities, faith was tested by the crowd. Still the voice of truth kept rising, even when the world was loud. Warnings came like winds before him, tears were falling on the shore, yet his heart was bound to purpose, not to comfort anymore. In the middle of confusion, he stood calm before the storm, telling how the light had found him, how a broken life was born. Kings and rulers heard the message, chains could not erase his song. Grace was stronger than the prison, hope had carried him along. Through the trial and the waiting, through the questions and the fear, he kept speaking with conviction, are swept away. Broken pieces reach the island. Mercy warmed them by the flame. Even strangers found a kindness. Even lost could speak his name. So when life begins to shake you, when the plans fall from your hands, trust the God who guides through endings toward a place you understand. Not all roads are smooth and shining. Not all doors will open wide, but the calling placed within you can survive the rising tide. Keep your courage in the waiting. Keep your peace when voices blame. Every scar can tell a story. Every chain can praise His name. And if the journey feels unfinished, if the night is not yet through, there is purpose in the passage. There is grace still caring.